Hello everyone, and welcome to Final Fantasy XIV, where I was doing some conjuring leveling, and came to realize one of the enemies I needed to pick up was here in East Shroud, and we hadn't been here before, as you may have seen from me getting the achievement. So I figured it was a good time to start recording, since we are a level 10 conjurer anyway. So once we find the northern vultures, these guys right here, we can then turn around and it'll unlock the next difficulty rank, and it'll probably require me to kill like the tree slugs that are nearby as well. So we can tackle like that real fast as well. But yeah, this is, I believe that I did not have my, I believe I ended before I bought all of this stuff. All of this gear here that I'm currently wearing. So this is my current glamour. It might change as we go along, but I like this look so far. I think it would look better with black. But, honestly, this like dark blue works really well too. And because my main character, Cassandra, does a lot of black, I might stick to this, like, blue look. Let me know what you think in the comments, you know, if you like this blue look or not. Frick, I keep not moving at the right time. Difficulty rank unlocked. And leveled up. Tree slugs. Told you I'd need them. And maybe even the goblins that are nearby too. I always have trouble finding those goblins. I know where they are now, but I always forget where they are. Like I've always forgotten where they were. So never, like I've always had trouble like finding them, but I actually remember where they are, I think. So I'm gonna go there and hopefully I'll be right. That they are where I think they are. These things, these tree slugs, are really annoying to fight if there's more than one. Because like, really the only attack they have is the aqueous discharge. I mean, they have like one melee attack. But like, they do the aqueous discharge like every single like time. It's really annoying when you have multiple of them, because they'll do their aqueous discharge on you. There's somebody that's training Archer right now. And that's kind of a, like, the training Archer is difficult because you constantly need to be like avoiding, you know, backing up and avoiding attacks and stuff. Hey, I was right about where the goblins were. Like I said, I regularly forget this is where they are. So, also, do you like my new outfit? It's not really a new outfit. I've actually had it for like a year now. I just, you know, I noticed that some of the other like VTubers that I interact with, they are like switching to summer outfits. And I was like, oh, hey, you know, I have a summer outfit I could switch to. And so I thought maybe I should do that. So, alright. We need arbor buzzards. Those guys are down in Bent Branch. They're actually way down here in Lilystone. So I have to travel all the way down there if I want to get those. There's a few others that were in Central too, right? Just the fireflies. Those are in Bent Branch as well. So I think they're in the same area of Bent Branch. So that's in... Oh yeah, that's the right. Yeah, Bramble Patch. I always think of this area, which is the Honey Yard. I don't know why. But I think of this area. And then it's like, no, wait, the Bramble Patch. That's a completely different area. I don't know why I always forget that. But I do for reasons. I definitely did not just move. Let's see. So, Conjurer's Guild. Because it's time to pick up our level 10 Conjurer quest. Brain just did not want to think of the word quest for some reason. Conjurer, level 10 Conjurer quest. Brother Isumion wants you to learn about the element of wind. Greetings, Kazumi. Each time we meet, the part of Conjurer befits you ever better. In your previous lesson, you learned about the element of earth. It is my desire that you next become acquainted with the wind. Travel to Full Flower Combe in the East Shroud and seek the teachings of Hur Wolfu. Wolfui? I'm not sure if that's an L or an I. Though scant few years have passed since her coming of age, Wolfui is a conjurer of consummate skill, is able to divine the will of air elementals with uncommon clarity. I can recommend no better tutor for your lessons in the mystery of wind. Alright. So, Full Flower Combe, which I believe is actually in, I was going to say, in the Eastern Shroud. Unfortunately, we don't have any easy way of getting there because the Aetheryte, we didn't hit it because that's all the way out in Hawthorne Hut. So I've got to run all the way back there now. I'm just trying to decide. So I have to go to Central. Do I want to go run down and fight those? Do I have the guild to do this? Oh, I haven't even been down there yet, apparently. Rip. Heals Tiger. They are a red mage. Okay. Cool. So we've got to head down here to Brent Branch Meadows because I never attuned to the Aetheryte down here. I'm thinking we came down here before. I just didn't attune to it. Oh no, that's right. We came down here to the Bannock. We never went all the way down to Bent Branch Meadows. That's what it was. There's a bridge somewhere. And if not, whatever. I'll just cross. Oh yeah, right over there. Right. I knew there was something. I knew there was a bridge or something to get into Bent Branch. Here we go, Bent Branch Meadows. Woo! So let's go ahead and hit up this etherite that's up here. And then we'll go talk to Marjorie over there. Because she has a blue quest. And blue quests mean something. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. Like, each of these symbols means something different. But I haven't figured out what the blue one is supposed to mean. Correct me if I'm wrong, but are you not an adventurer? Seeing you running to and fro, face set in grim determination, as adventurers are wont to do. Hence my presumption. If so, I've information that might interest you. Rumor has it the plots within the lavender beds are to be auctioned off. What's more, bidders need not even be Gridanian. Any old adventurer or wandering minstrel could, with sufficient funds, purchase land and build their own home. Considering how discerning the elementals tend to be about who can and cannot reside within Twelveswood, it's rather surprising, if not hard to believe. But if there is truth to these rumors, well, who hasn't dreamed of owning their own forest cottage, perhaps with a small vegetable garden and a stable large enough for a chocobo or two? You know, should your travels take you to the mirror planks where the ferry to the lavender beds is, perhaps you'll find a twin adder representative who can tell you more. I would be shocked if they weren't involved in such a monumental change in policy. So there is a housing system in Final Fantasy XIV. It's not a very good one, considering how many players there are. Because there's, I think, 30... It's 30 wards, as they're called. And in those 30 wards, there are, I think, 20 houses, maybe 30. Now, per server, if you consider it, that is a good, like, couple hundred, I think, houses. And that's only in, like, one area. There's, I don't know how many housing areas there are. I thought there were 3, but it looks like there's one in Ishgard somewhere. Because I recently got into Ishgard with Heavensward. And I was like, oh, there's, like, actually, like, a housing area here somewhere. I don't know where. I haven't been able to find it, but I can see it on the map. So, like, I think each expansion has also added a housing area. Good evening to you, miss. What can you wish to know about the auctions. Very well, allow me to explain. There's a growing concern that our immigration policies may have been a tad restrictive in the past, and so the Seedseer Council and the Order of the Twin Adder have, with the blessing of the elementals, decreed that the lavender beds be set aside for adventurers. Adventurers who possess the necessary funds to purchase and maintain their estates, that is. Should you look upon the beds with your own eyes, though, I think you'll agree that it's well worth the price. Have a word with the skipper over yonder. She'll ferry you across. Our recruit stationed at the pier can tell you more about the beds once you've arrived. To proceed with the quest, you may visit any residential ward within the lavender beds. So we'll talk to the skipper. Go to the thing. So there's 30... I guess there's 60. Okay. But there's 20... Oh, it's 24 wards. And there's 60 plots. And as you might be able to notice, they are all full. Save for, a couple. This one is running for 18 million gil. And for the most part, they're usually all pretty much full. These ones are running for only about 3 million. So, a little expensive. But yeah, they run for lots and lots of money. And they're very limited. Like, there's a very limited amount of them. And so, like, it's not set up in a way where everybody can get a house. But at the same time, it's set up like if you buy a house, but then you don't like manage it for a while, then you lose your plot, and then other players can come in and like buy it. Um, I don't know. I feel like it could be done better, but whatever. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the Lavender Beds. Oh, you come at the behest of a Gridanian woman. I regret to inform you that these plots are reserved for adventurers. Your friend will not be permitted to take part in the auctions. You, on the other hand, would be more than welcome to participate. If you have a mind to purchase a plot for yourself, pray speak with the resident caretaker. He can guide you through the process. And now we have to return to Marjorie. I mean, it looks nice, don't get me wrong. You know? And you can see, like, there's all kinds of different, like, houses. You know? And there's a lot of houses. I guess I just like the way that Mabinogi does it. Where they have the homesteads. And, like, everybody has a homestead, and, you know, your homestead is, you know, your home, you know. So, like, every player has player housing and stuff. But that's not how this works. So, I'm just going to check out this person's house if I can. Just because I've never actually, like, gone into one of these houses. I've always come in, been like, oh, I can't do anything here, and left, you know? Never, like, walked in here to actually, like, look and see what they've got. So, I mean, this is definitely a pretty cool place. Not gonna lie. It's definitely a nice place. Let's see. Can I get her to look over this way? Not fully. Oh, there's a music track of some kind playing. Here, let's have her look towards the fish. Yeah, I like that, actually. That looks really cool. Though I need to turn off depth of field so you can actually see that. There we go. That's a cool screenshot, I think. It might work as a nice little thumbnail for this. But yeah, I've never actually been, like, in a player housing before. I've never owned a player housing either. You can't even own one in a free trial because you can only have 300,000 gil at most, and these run for considerably more than that. Like, there is no hope for somebody on a free trial to get up, get into player housing. So I don't know what music is playing either. Thought maybe that was the music jukebox, but I don't know where the music is even coming from. Over here, maybe? I have no idea. It's clearly coming from something, but company workshop? Whoa. Oh, well then. I've never seen any of this before. Yeah, I know nothing of what this is. I mean, clearly they're building something. It's like some kind of airship or something. Maybe you can get like special mounts from this or something. That's all I can guess. Very cool though. It is very cool, actually. So cool, in fact, that I feel the need to attempt to try taking a quick shot with this. Actually, the brightness is fine. It's just that, like, my lighting is bad. Like, I need to be lit up. You know? There we go. That looks fine. I don't know if I'll use any of these for anything, but I figured I'd, you know, wander around, look at things a little bit. We can go ahead and exit the estate hall. I didn't see any, like, further floors when I went upstairs, so... A lot of crystals. I'm wondering if these are, like, wind shard. Oh, yeah. Okay. So you can, like... Well, now, see, that's nice. So you can, like, plant and harvest, like, crystals and stuff. I've always thought that crystals seemed really hard to get. In, like, large enough quantities for, like, what the game asks of you. I guess if you can do it, if you can get a house and stuff, then cool. Again, obviously, you know, we have no chance of getting any kind of house because free trial account. But hey, if we ever get past free trial, you know, then maybe. We will have to see. I like Limsa a bit more. I've been here and I've been to Limsa, and I like I like Liminsa's housing area a little bit more. Maybe it's just though because it's like at the beach there. I just think that it looks cool. Plus, I like, you know, I go down to the beach and I pick up, you know, cool screenshots and stuff. So, Arbor Buzzards. I still haven't seen the fireflies though. They're supposed to be here. All I've seen is the hornet swarms. I might take a look around after dealing with the Arbor Buzzards. See if I can find them. But then after that, it'll be heading back to Bent Branch Meadows so that we can talk to Marjorie again. And then after that, we can continue on with... our quest line here. Our trial by wind. At least it's not a trial by fire. I highly doubt. Like, I wonder if... Like, I do wonder, like, how many references there are in this. But the idea that they're referencing something as old as Quest for Glory, especially when it's, you know, a Japanese company. I mean, I guess it might be the English, like, side that's, you know, putting that name in. Because localization is not necessarily translation, right? Like, they'll change things if, like, stuff doesn't make sense. To, like, you know, culture-wise and stuff like that, right? So, it's, you know, it's unlikely, but, you know, who knows? But yeah, there's a Quest for Glory game called Trial by Fire, and in it, one of the lines is, you're going by a trial. You have to prove yourself trial by fire, trials by earth, wind, and water, or something like that. Because it's the four elements. So it's like, trial by wind. Oh, is that, Like, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. Just because, like, that's one of my favorite game series. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you can check, because I do have the episodes to, I think, all 5 Quest for Glory games. I'm pretty sure I played through all 5 of them. So, if you want to, check those, you can check my playlists, and you should be able to find them, I'm sure. But yeah, they're there, if it interests you. I'm still not sure where these fireflies are, so if I don't see them in a minute, I'm probably going to pause, until I do find them. I think I'm going to check down this way. They're not over, I don't think they're over by where the dire mites are, but they might be over by Tamtara. So, I don't remember these at all, honestly, these fireflies. I don't have a clue where they are. So, I'm below the fate. I don't want to fight you, for sure. Well, they're definitely not here. So, I'll be back either when I find them or when we get back to Bent Branch Meadows, whichever happens first. Found the fireflies. I think I said I wanted to check Tamtara earlier, and I was meaning Hedgetree. Or I said, like, they might be near over there in Tamtara. Whatever it was I said, they're here in Tamtara. Along with the magic bones that I don't need, but are in fact a mob that is needed for one of the things. One of the classes. I don't need them. But since I've already aggroed this guy, I don't really have a choice but to kill him. You would think that rocks being thrown at a skeleton would do more damage, though. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but skeletons just seem like they should be weak to, earth/bludgeoning. So... because, they're just bones and all that. I don't know. Like I said, maybe that's just me. But yeah. I'll take care of these fireflies and then head off to Bent Branch. And when we're back to talk to Marjorie, I will be back. So... alright, and we're back in Bent Branch. I was able to get level 13 out of the fireflies, and also the magic bones that just kept assaulting me. I literally killed like 5 of them, just trying to kill one firefly. Good to see you again, friend. Did you learn anything about the lavender beds? Oh, adventures only. Is that so? Well, these are trying times. It's more important than ever for Gridania to attract capable individuals like yourself. I'm sure that one day my dreams will come to fruition. One day I'll have my own cottage and stables, filled with my beloved chocobos. Yay! You now teleport to the residential district. Lavender Bed's Ethernet is now accessible. Alright. So now that we've done that, Now we have to make our way all the way back to East Shroud up here. So that's going to take me a few minutes, even if I, hit sprint every time it's available. So I guess I will see you guys, or see you all when I'm there. Alright. And we're back. In full flower comb. Oh. I walked too far. Wolfie! It must be Kazumi. Mother Isumion sent word to expect you. It shall be my pleasure to instruct you on the patterns of gusts and gales. Now, how to proceed? Pray forgive my hesitation. It was but recently that I attained the title of hearer, and, well, you are my first student. Ah, yes. I believe I have a suitable task for you. To the east of Sweet Bloom Pier, there is a small spring giving rise to a pool. Go there and clear the air of the honeybee swarm, which lately took up residence in the area. You seem uncertain. Mayhap you wonder at the connection between my request and the subject of your study? I sympathize, Kazumi, but trust me, inexperienced though I may seem, this deed will deepen your understanding of wind. Alright. Also, this bothered beekeeper here has a can give us a fate if we want to deal with. I think it's vultures attacking the bees is what it is. It's the I think it's these northern vultures, and they're attacking all the hornet swarms. So but yeah, right here is where we're trying to get to. So sense a hostile presence. Honeybee swarm. I don't know what that yawn was. I'm actually more awake than I have been the last few weeks. Or not weeks, last few days. Because I have been really tired. And last night I went to bed at a good time, actually, because it was like frickin' like 11 p.m. Which, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know I usually stay up till like 5 in the morning. But then I slept until 1 p.m. So over 12 hours of sleeping. Welcome back. Excuse me. I don't know what that even came from. I haven't even drank anything in the last like hour. Take it the bees are no more. Tell me, did you happen to notice many of the Vilekin's preferred flowers in the vicinity of the spring? I ask because there were none. Strange then, is it not, that the bees should choose to congregate there? And what has caused this aberrant behavior? Still your mind and reach out with your senses. Can you feel it? The path of the wind veers from its natural course, sweeping hapless creatures along in its wake. Something is playing havoc with the air currents. Such a disturbance bespeaks corruption. Return to the spring near Sweet Bloom Pier and search for pockets of corrupted air. Should you find one, use your power of Khandri to disperse it. Why didn't you just tell me to do that when I was there? It's whatever. It's not a big deal. Just like, okay, now we're running back to the exact same place. So, this is raise, yes. I have a macro that lets me cast raise on mouse over, but also it notifies the person that I am raising them. Trial by wind. Duty time. Purify the corrupted air. I'm not entirely sure how I hit a wind sprite with wind and killed it, but, you know. Because that's what I'm using. I'm using arrow to deal damage over time. They're also hitting me with arrow, though, which is slightly annoying. The sprite's presence is palpable. Should not face it alone. Leave the healing to me. Channel your energies into offense. Raw sludge. But yeah, she'll keep you healed up, which is nice. Got it. Duty complete. Well done. The wind no longer keens its frustration. Let us return to Full Flower. Okay. Not even like, what, an hour ago I had the air conditioner running because I was hot. And now I feel like I'm freezing. I don't know why. It's like all of a sudden I'm really cold. I'm just like, why did this just like suddenly happen? Why am I just suddenly cold? Like, seriously? Mandragoras are apparently around here. I haven't seen any yet. But this is the honey yard. Well, maybe they're further... Yeah, they're further east, I think. Must apologize for exposing you to such danger. The corruption was greater than I anticipated. But it is through such trials that we flourish as conjurers. Now then, Kazumi, what did you learn as you struggled with the air's grasp? You'll doubtless have noticed the wind does not strike with the instant crushing force of earth. Instead, it torments one's form, dancing across every surface and leaving 1,000 tiny wounds in its wake. These are the agonies of erosion. Having experienced such pain, you are now intimately acquainted with wind's capacity for patient destruction. No land is a stranger to its power. When you stand under distant skies and feel the wind's familiar caress upon your skin, remember the lessons you have learned here this day. Suppose I should be grateful that this latest elemental disturbance manifested itself at such an opportune time. Only the gods know what I would have taught you had it not. Yet the growing frequency of such phenomena begins to concern me. While it is true that the calamity wrought much harm upon the Twelveswood, I suspect some other forces at work here. I bid you remain wary, Kazumi. But enough of these ominous rumblings. I regret to say that your time with me is at an end. Return to Stillglade Fane and inform Brother Asumi of your newfound mastery. Oh, and be sure to thank him for sending me such a willing first student. Alright. There we go. And I think the tiny mandragoras, or whatever, regular mandragoras, I think they're just over here. If I'm remembering right. I think they're somewhere around here. All I'm seeing are wild hoglets. I don't know where they are. I thought they were around here, but they're not. Well, they're somewhere here in the honey yard. I mean, we've already searched, you know, about half of it, so I think like the only area we haven't checked is like right here. So I guess I will make my way down towards Hawthorne Hut and see if I can see any mandragoras as we go down there. Because I actually have no idea where these guys are either. Just like the fireflies, I did not know where they were, and I don't know where these guys are. So I feel like they've got to be somewhere, though. Oh, that's somebody doing. I saw the, like, sparks. But they're doing, what is it? Botany. So, and here's some boring weevils. Not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for mandragoras. I guess I can handle some of the boring weevils. It's at least, you know, something on a hunting log. I don't know where the mandragoras are. I'm going to have to actually look for them, I think. But yeah, I think I'll do that. And then we will come back. So, give me just a moment to tackle these weevils. And then I will try to find the mandragoras. I'll run over here and grab this etherite before I pause, though. So, I mean, I don't think I'm going to see them around here at all, but you never know. I'd at least like to hit the etherite. So, might have to look up where these guys are, because I have not seen them. And I was fairly certain that this was 9 ivies once you got into here. And it is. So this is not where they are. They're somewhere else. I don't have a clue where. So, well, at least we have weevils that I can do a quick, you know, I can tackle real quick. Yeah, 9 ivies. Alright, well, I'm gonna pause and take care of the weevils, maybe? Question mark? I say, as I now see no mobs at all. So, but yeah, I will be right back. Well, after 20 minutes of hunting and ending up doing a fake, I finally found the mandragoras. They're tucked away in this tiny little like corner here of the honey yard. They're actually where the words "the honey yard" are on the map. I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, there's just this tiny little group of them. And there's also a level 50 enemy called Singing Sophie here. So let's try not to tab target them, because that would be very bad. By tab target, I mean, you know, hitting tab, targeting them, and then not realizing, and then, you know, attacking them, because I would die instantly. And I don't think we want to do that. I did hit level 14. I've got Lucid Dreaming, which is good. And I'm hoping that after this is done, we will be level 15, so that we can then take on the next Conjurer quest, like immediately after. Let's see, that's gonna give me 3,000. So not quite enough, because that's gonna put me at 9,000, maybe 10,000. So I'm gonna need a little bit more experience, which shouldn't be too hard to get, honestly. So, alright, well, let's head back to Gridania now. And we can turn in this quest. At long last, I started... When did I start this episode? This is the local time right here. And I know I started sometime around like 10:30, and now we've been going and it's 11:40. So it's yeah, it's taken a while to get through this. I mean, part of it was that my goal was to try to hit 15. Arcanian Bosphoramus, nice. My goal was I wanted to try to hit level 15 so we could then do the level 15 Conjurer quest. Because I want to do Call of the Sea, but that requires us to be level 15. And while I can switch to one of the other characters, I'm gonna need to be level 16 to do the dungeon. That's gonna unlock, so. Welcome back, Kazumi. The elementals inform me that you have opened your ears to the voice of the wind. That is well. Having made allies of 2 elements, you are well on your way along the path of Kandri. The full comprehension of these forces will only come to you in the fullness of time. Be patient. As you seek to embrace nature more fully, so will nature hold you more closely. If they made you study wind, why bother? Hello, Sophie. My eye is... like, I can't see anything because my eye is in pain all of a sudden. I don't know why. If it was my left eye, it would be one thing because I don't really see out of that. But it's my... literally the eye that I see out of. You don't need to heal... you don't need wind to heal things. Whatever those dreary lessons tell you. Country is inextricably bound with nature, Sophie. That dreary lesson is one you should have learned by now. I assume by your presence here that you have once again abandoned your tutors. You must understand, if you persist in casting spells without the proper knowledge... I have all the knowledge I need. My mother never needed to embrace nature to heal, and the people she helped were thankful for her art. I'll learn Kandri the same way she did, and become just as great a conjurer, you'll see. But I didn't come here to argue with you, Brother Asumi. I want to tell you that I've discovered how to cast rays. What are you thinking, girl? You know not what you do, what you risk. You are meddling with forces beyond your comprehension. Should you even attempt to use that spell, I will have no recourse but to strip you of the name of conjurer and banish you from our halls. Do I make myself clear? Why must you be so angry with me? It's not as if I was trying to hurt anyone. But really, though, you really should just explain. But that's... Sophie, my dear child, that is precisely the point. My apologies, Kazumi. I hope you do not find these constant disruptions distracting. As you have just heard, Sophie's mother was also a conjurer who was unable to use any spells outside of the sphere of healing. Needless to say, Sophie seeks to emulate her in every way. It is a rare and wondrous talent to heal without relying on the energies of nature, but such power is not born of true conjury. And by all that we know of the art, it should not be possible for Sophie to cast rays. I shudder to think what would happen if she tried. I fear my inability to set her upon the true path reflects my own failings as a teacher. I mean, at least he realizes that, too. I am only glad that those same failings have not hindered you. Whether it be with my help or in spite of it, I believe that you will become a fine conjurer. Already you are blessed with great power, and more shall be yours should you persevere with our art, as indeed I hope you shall. Yet, however much you grow, however powerful you become, remember that ours is a power borrowed, not taken. Yay! Let's see. Guess I'll grab... the boots. The boots give... or the gloves, excuse me. The gloves give the highest boost, so... Ba-dum-bum. Yay! Alright. And so now we have the maple crook, we have the amateur's dalmatica, and the hempen dress gloves. So that's awesome. And next time, we will come back and we will tackle the level 15 Conjurer quest. Because I should be able to get to level 15 with very little trouble, honestly. Like, if I just step out and I fight a few monsters, it should be more than enough to, you know, get there. So, in fact, actually, is there... No. Okay. I was wondering if there was anything else in North Shroud. Just because, like, this area up here is higher level than this area. So I was just curious if there was anything there for the hunting log. But there's not. So, if I went to Central, I could probably collect something from the hunting log. But I'm going to go to North and then head up to Peace Garden. And just a couple monsters from there should be enough to push me over the 1,000 points I need here. So, in fact, these Oppo might even be enough. Just a few of them anyway. But we will... that's something for me to handle off camera. So I do hope you've enjoyed. If you did, feel free to subscribe. You can check the video description down below for a link to the playlist. That way you can get caught up on any of the episodes you missed. Check the link down below to my Patreon, because it really does help out the channel a lot. And who knows, with enough people... At the current time of me recording this, I only need another like $6 added to be able to afford buying the like the base game, and then keep up like a subscription. So yeah, if you would like to see this series continue on, feel free to help out by donating, and I'll see you all next time. See you later.